Hello folks and welcome back to Rome Total War. I'm Conostip and this is going to be part 69 of my Imperial campaign where I'm playing as Egypt. And we want to keep the ball rolling after we did take Leptis Magna in the last episode. And we want to move on to take Thapsus. Thapsus, Carthage, and then I might just focus in on Sicily because it's right there. You know, that's closer than taking any of the other African provinces. And I imagine that would hurt the Scipii by taking Sicily than any other place would be my guess. And I also imagine that it wouldn't be too difficult to hold these settlements with just a handful of infantry per settlement, maybe like one big army roaming around, and we can probably just kind of take the rest of Africa just on our own time, you know, and we probably don't have to prioritize that once we have taken Thapsus and Carthage. But that's just how I'm imagining things. I could be wrong. My faction leader's army, Nocti Epiphanes, his army is all ready to go, and I'm in the process of retraining Ramos Urgetes, my factionaire, in fact. Kind of, now that I think of it, it might be a little risky sending both my faction leader and my factionaire together on their, you know, campaigns together. It's a little bit dicey, but the Scipii armies, like, from what I'm seeing, they're not really consolidated. Sure, they can, I get it. But it's not looking too threatening just from based on what I'm seeing. I just don't want to let my guard down, but it's looking okay. And I'm also going to be building some onagers here in Leptis Magna as well, so I might just leave Leptis Magna next turn and then go on my way to Thapsus, maybe just one unit of onagers, perhaps. You know, because I can't always, if I feel like I need to, I can always just siege it for a turn and build some siege equipment. You know, I don't need to blitz it with artillery if I don't feel like I need to. So we'll see how I feel about that. And then I have plenty of other troops here that I can retrain in Leptis Magna to either A, hold it, or B, continue the push. So that's going to be that, and I don't, even though I have like a considerable amount of money in my treasury, I do need to kind of make sure that people are happy enough. I got some red-faced places around, yeah, low taxes. We're building the large Temple of Set here, and we are building the administrative building, the Pharaoh's Palace, here in Rhodes as well. So those places should be sorted out, and I know that we are also going to be attacking Campus Sake again next turn. And then we're going to be trying to, if we take it, that is, and if we eliminate the Parthians, we're going to be trying to get some sort of deal with the Armenians. This has 2 turns until it surrenders, so we would have to be lifting the siege then anyway. And, you know, if we don't have the Parthian situation sorted out by then, we're going to have to just place them under siege again. So I have my emissaries here that can talk to them, and I'm going to throw as much money at them as possible to try to get that that protectorate situated. We'll see. So I'm going to try to hang on to my money. This has mostly been gained, I think, from exterminating Leptis Magna, I imagine. Is my economy that good? Is it good? Making 14 grand? That feels good. So I'm not, yeah, let's just kind of chill on building stuff. You know, just build the stuff that I feel like I need to. Don't even look. I shouldn't even be looking. Don't look. Yeah, it's fine. Just later. I'll do that later. And I did make a mistake down here. These boats should be more together. There's a lot of Roman boats nearby, and these navies might get picked off. These two are just, this is, yeah, a single boat. 3 boats, and they're not close enough together. And then this one is sufficient to defend itself, but it should be up here to defend these 2 boats. So that was a mistake. I should not have let that happen. So I imagine there's going to be a conflict up here, an engagement that might not go my way. There's a lot of Roman boats up here. Jeez, oh Pete's. Yeah, lesson learned. Lesson learned. The Romans don't mess around with it when it comes to their navies. They really don't. Like they're active, relatively so. I don't know. And then I do have a boat coming up here, a navy coming up here to just kind of make sure the Black Sea is okay. And then, yeah, the freaking pirates. Yeah, freaking pirates, man. They got 2 boats, and I have my 2 triremes, which might win, but, you know, why fight fair, huh? Let's just bring these guys over, and then let's just do this. And there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. So let's just kind of go right back in. And, yeah, whatever. Just go that way, and then let's just retrain the boats. We have plenty of armies on the way to Kapasaki. So my idea here is that even if I have to take this really slow, and in the initial engagement, if I just use all of my ammunition, just killing everything but the generals, and then if I don't feel good about what I have left, then instead of just forcing a really suicidal, stupid engagement that I have been doing and fighting to the bitter end, which is just, it's dumb, you know, it's just bad, you know, generalship, right? And not realistic, really. So instead of doing that, just, you know, like, disengage. And it's unfortunate that that means lifting, you know, breaking off the siege. I wish that's not how that worked, because that's not how that would work. You know, you could just launch sieges and maintain the siege. I'm sorry, you could just launch attacks, assaults, and maintain the siege. So it's weird that you can't withdraw as the besieger, and that, you know, you can't just maintain the siege. It's weird. Now, I don't know if that guarantees that they withdraw outside of the province, or if it's just a preset distance that they withdraw to. I don't know how that works. That could be really shitty in big provinces like this one, where it takes multiple turns just to get to the settlement in the far corner of the map. That would suck, but still, that would still be less time than doing what I've been doing. You know, going all the way back to Campus Halani, retraining everything, and then marching all the way back up. Orders? So, even if I have to just kill everything but the generals, and then go back, by then this army can probably accompany them as well, then fine. We'll just do it that way. The bottom line is, I don't have any generals in either of these armies. Now, I have a lot of stuff here. I have a lot. It's a lot of stuff. For sure. That's nice. But, you know, those cataphracts, if they feel like, you know, they can probably punch through a lot of stuff. I probably would want to bring some more of these spearmen instead of, oh, I don't know. Yeah, I can do a little bit of finagling in the next turn when I do launch this assault. So that's going to be fine. And I think that I've put all my moves in for this turn. I think I'm at the end of this turn. I think so. I have all these troops that I feel like I don't need here in Susa. I feel like leaving... I should be implementing the idea that, you know, came to me via a viewer, which was, sure, leave like some Nubians and some light cav, but then, you know, these Nile spears and the, you know, the archers, for instance, should not be here. They should be somewhere where their upkeep is actually, you know, worth something to me. So that's yeah, let's do that. I have these guys here. And I can even train some more new, where are you? Are you a minor city? You are a minor city now, okay. That's fine. So here, like, we can leave the Nubian spearmen and the Nubian cav. And then just, like, bring the archers, Nile spears, and yeah, just bring you guys out. And then you're gonna be okay, public order-wise. Maybe, I don't know, leave archers off, yeah, leave 2 archers, I suppose. Then what do we have here? 2 Nubians and some more cav. So... My liege. Leaving the army. March. Out of moves, great lord. Orders? Yeah, I kind of want to just bring these guys up north, is what I'm feeling. Mighty general. I can bring the cav inside, and then... Mighty general. march them north, and then they will follow up and they will join up as well. And that should be enough of, you know, these 3 settlements being defended by, you know, low-cost troops, and then sending my high-cost troops to, you know, an actual war front, you know, such as this, which might be attacked by the Rudii at some point. Like, that's why I'm not too bothered by having this many forces up here, because this could be an active war front even once the Parthians are, you know, disassembled. So, man, what a descriptive way of putting that, eh? Just disassembling. Ugh. they're people. But yeah, I'm just gonna make sure the taxes are fine. You know, pretty exciting stuff, and then we will move on. Sure enough, my boats are under attack. This doesn't look so bad. Actually, it's just one of their boats versus... Oh, it's a Quinkream. Huh, why does it say it's so even? 43 in my favor? I have 2 experience, silver weapons, bronze armor. I mean, they're damaged. Huh. I mean... wow. Okay, yeah, there we go. We won that one. Kind of surprised about that. And there we go. There's the follow-up attack that I'm not going to win. So let's... Oh, yeah, I can't withdraw. That's so... Can they... But you know what? Wait a minute. They can withdraw, right? AI navies can withdraw, right? Right? Oh, not that way. Oh, come on. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Alright, so that boat. Oh my god. Yeah, that's... I can't believe they're still alive. Oh my god, there's 10 men left. Oh my... Was that 4? 5? Alright, they got sunk. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, yeah. Making a little slip up like that is definitely... That's, you know, not catastrophic in that case, but like... But yeah, that was an instance where it felt like a small mistake, but it gets bad, you know. Man, look at all these boats. Jeez, oh Pete, that's a lot of boats. All right, 75,000 in the treasury. Yes, that's what I want. And yep, there's still Plague and Petra. And let's see, we got a new family member, and retinue expands. Admiral Shabataka Soothsayer, +2 morale. Okay. Which one is that for? You're not gonna show me who that is? Okay, never mind. And Treasurer, +2 management for the Governor of Sardis. Alright, yes, I'll take it. And the same Governor has a Poet, +1 influence. And the same guy has an Orator, +2 influence and +1 command. Alright, yeah, that's not bad. I wonder, is there a academy in here? Or is he just getting all that au naturel? Academy. I know there's an Odeon, which is like that Greek theater thing. Yeah, I'm not seeing any academy here, so he's just doing it on his own. Good for him. And war between the Scipii and the Britons. Okay, I don't know how and where that is happening. Yeah, how and where is that happening? Where is there a conflict between the Britons and the Scipii? That's interesting.
Great Lord.
And I did remember, so this is the diplomat that I did train to go talk to the Britons. So he was going to fight that Rudii boat. Where did they go?
Yes, mighty Lord.
Is that them? Yeah, let's go a little detour. Let's a little detour in, smack them around, and we can continue our way because we're going to be dropping that diplomat.
No more moves.
This fleet's okay, right? Yeah, they're not going to get... One boat. Trireme. Okay, they should... I just need them to make it up here. Drop the diplomat off. He can go up here to talk to the Britons up here. And yeah, try to get some sort of agreement between us and them because I don't mind starting to, you know, funnel some money their way. Yeah, I think that would benefit both of us in the long run. Would be my guess. And okay, so we got to make sure we don't let that happen again. There's a lot of boats. My goodness. Do I stop in Cyrene for a turn and
Ships ready.
retrain my boots. Is that what I do? I got some onagers here that I do want to drop off, but you know, we're kind of being hunted right now, so.
Aye, great lord. Ships ready. Yes, mighty lord.
So let's do that. Let's just retrain those boats, and then you can still be reinforced, right? Like if I bring you guys. Oh heck, can I just do that? No, I can't. Can't merge them. Can't.
Aye, my lord.
I hope they can reinforce when they're in harbor. And you know, that'd be really crappy if that doesn't work that way. And that fleet just gets isolated. That would suck. But you know, that's if I learn that way, then that's how I learn.
Aye, great lord.
Here we're looking okay.
Ship
And then
ready.
how is this army looking? Retrain. Yeah, I guess we gotta spend another turn here retraining some stuff. And that's fine, because that gives us a chance to train up another unit of onagers. And that'll be good. Yeah. That'll be good, and then we can begin our move on to Thapsus. And do we see any emerging threats? Not really. No, that's looking kind of okay, really. So that's going to be 2 stacks, and then
Sire. Orders.
that would be leaving me with essentially
Sire. Orders. Orders.
like a stack and a half. Got some really banged up mercenaries here.
Sire.
They can probably hunt down some scraps, but not too much other than that.
Mighty general.
Without any further ado, let's go in here and attack the Parthians again. And let's do what I was talking about, where I was thinking about a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I want those spears and that 1 unit of archer. That's desert axes too. Let's see here. Probably don't need the chariots. And then I can, let's see here. Archer, I can get rid of a skirmisher, bring over an archer, and then 2 more spears, and then a desert cav. Is there, I don't mind the slingers. They have a lot of ammo, and putting them on top of the walls, you know, gives them the distance that I require, and yeah, I think they're okay. Having only 1 desert axe doesn't feel great, because that's, you know, kind of my wall fighting unit, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, let's see here, man. Trying to fit in more spears, because I'm not going to be letting the AI control this in this battle. I'm done. I'm done with that, at least for this, you know, section of the campaign. Oh yeah, I have a stat point. Okay, let's do it. Let's just see how this goes. Jesus Christ, that's so many command stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 command stars. Oh my god. Yeah, so they oh shit. Oh shit. I needed to make sure. I was gonna like click in the double. I needed to like click that box for the AI thing. I messed up. Because like, I know it's unclicked, so it should be fine, but it needs to be like clicked and unclicked or something. I don't know.
Saddle the horses.
Hopefully we're
Drink
okay.
the last of your
I'm
wine.
going to try to
Fate
get
awaits us, soldiers. Fate has decided
good
our
weather, because I
destiny.
do want my archers to be able to be effective here.
Soldiers, prepare to defend yourselves.
It's hard to tell. That looks clear to me though, so let's start deployment.
Await.
I am now all set up and ready to go, so let's begin the battle. And what do we
Now the enemy will now
have?
fear.
Is that going to be
Reinforcements
Eastern
have come,
Infantry?
and your strength grows once more.
And yeah, the AI is going to be controlling my reinforcements, which is the opposite. Yep, because I did not check that box, right? But I made the mistake, you know, I was supposed to check it and then uncheck it to make sure like it doesn't glitch out or something. So yeah, that sucks. That means that those reinforcements are not going to be controlled by me. And there's actually like a decent amount of forces on these walls here, and they're already shooting. Those goddamn Persian cav have range on me from where they are. God damn, that is so effective. Shit. I don't want... Just drop the tower. Knowing that my AI is going to be controlling these reinforcements, are they? Are they? No, they're waiting to enter the battle. Okay, okay. Good, good, good. So they are controlled by me. Thank goodness. And these slingers on this side have a completely uncontested section of the wall where there's going to be no towers. So that's very nice. They can come on over and open this gate for me. And since that's just completely uncontested, and since there's, you know, actually like 4 units on the walls here, I would rather make the journey. I really would. Yeah, I think I would rather just make the whole journey around the walls and just going through the uncontested gate. I can leave like 2 towers here, perhaps, just to kind of... They can be here to... Oh, I don't know. Maybe we can use them as firing platforms at some point. But right now, let's just gain entrance to this town via the uncontested gates.
The rest of the settlement!
We are now taking the towers on this side.
Hurry! On our way!
And now let's go on over to... Come on, here we go. To this side, and... I think I want to take this nearest tower first. And then turn back around and start going after the gate, I think. Because I don't want to draw... Yeah, I don't want to draw these guys in here. Although, it would be really nice. Is there any... Yeah, there are arrow slits right there that could, you know, potentially fire on the Persian Cav if they go after my slingers. That would be very nice, but I think that I should prioritize taking the gate, really. That's my thoughts there. Some Persian Cav have showed up to harass my slingers as they are making their way towards this tower. Now that that's under our control, I don't mind actually going back. Let's come back here and shoot at this Persian Cav unit. There's nothing here that's shooting at them. No, that's unfortunate. But if you guys want to draw up and begin shooting at the Persian cavalry, that would be tremendous. My slingers are doing some really good damage to this Persian Cav unit that's right here. They're down to 29 men. And yeah, my slingers are taking some casualties, but honestly, like, this is a trade that's really going in my favor. You know, they want to lose their Persian Cav by trading with my slingers. I'm fine with that. And I'm going to continue to march my guys around here. These towers do belong to us, so I don't have to worry about taking any fire from them. And there's still... Those units are still on top of the walls. It is tempting... It's tempting just to, like, use my towers as firing platforms, but I don't know. Because then my guys would still be taking fire from the enemy towers. Ooh, and these Eastern Infantry should be taking casualties from the towers that I have. Are they taking casualties? I don't see any men that they've lost, so... Yeah, maybe they've avoided taking any casualties so far. It is at this moment that I'm wishing that I'd actually kept that unit of slingers up on this wall to provide some overwatch fire for my units as they enter the settlement. But, you know, are you guys going to charge on in? Because if you want to charge on in, I don't mind that one bit. Archers, let's see, you guys can probably get up on the walls quickly. There is entrances right there. You can get up on the walls. We just have to get these spears in. And yeah, you guys can start poking down horses if you want. Let's keep my slingers moving along these walls up here, and they're gonna meet up. And are there guys? Who are you? Yeah, Persian Cav getting shot by towers. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. And they can get shot by 2 units of slingers as well. Let's actually get some shots here while we can. I don't know if they're gonna stay and shoot or if they're just gonna be running around the edge of the city getting shot by towers. Either or, I'm fine with whatever option they choose. Oh no, my slingers left the walls. Oh no, guys, don't do that. Oh, that's such a shame. I had told them to target those Persian Cav, and so they just... When the Persian Cav moved away, they left the walls. That's such a shame. Yeah, I really wish that there was a proper hold position. I don't know if guard mode would have stopped that. I'll try. I can put them on guard mode, but I don't know. It doesn't work the same as it does in what are you guys shooting at? Shooting at them, I guess? Yeah. It doesn't work the same as in Shogun and Medieval. Yeah, that's annoying. Alright, well my guys are getting through this gate here, and I'm loading up my spears as strongly as I can, and those infantry, they're still on the walls, guarding that section of the walls, which is fine by me, because that's going to allow me to get in here with my spears and my archers, and we can just start picking off archers, and like you guys go here, and you guys go like that. And then I want my desert cav like right... Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, I know you guys can fit back here. Figure it out. Get back here. And archers... Gosh, I don't even know if I want to... Because I don't want to bring those cataphracts in right now. But they're not in range right now. So, honestly, yeah, just bring the archers up, I suppose. And then, yeah, Cav, you guys gotta figure it out. Oh, that's a shame. My Nile spears are already breaking just from the massed fire from horse archers. Yeah, that's a shame. Obviously, I wanted to lead with my spears to protect against the cataphracts, but now their horse archers are doing a lot of damage before my bowmen were able to get into position. Now we can return fire, that's great and all, but, you know, that's a spearman unit that I really would have rather had, and, oh gosh, I don't... Yeah, such a tough dilemma, because all it takes is, you know, for those guys, those cataphracts to charge on in, and I'm... Well, we've seen it before, you know, it's a bad situation. Let's try to get these Nile spears back up here if I can. And now that I have Desert Cav, can we move them up? Yeah, are you guys thinking about charging my bowman? I got some Desert Cav right here, so we'll see how they feel about that. And it is beginning to rain. Oh, are we gonna catch them here? Oh, perfect, yeah. Yeah, if they're gonna allow their guys to get caught in melee, that is perfect. And let's just swing over to this unit. Let's not get onto the plaza. I don't want to... Yeah, let's get over here, please. And try not to get on the plaza. If I can avoid the wrath of the cataphracts for as long as possible, then I will take that. Now I'm wondering, are my guys gonna break just because they're... Yeah, they're gonna break. Yeah, just because. Taking an opening that's this wide, it's hard to say if this is the preferred attack route or not, because, you know, I think I was going this way the last time, and it was tricky because I couldn't attack with my spears and my desert cav at the same time. And in some respects, this feels a little bit better because I can attack with my spears and my desert cav at the same time. But obviously, it, you know, presents difficulties as well, being that I can't just, you know, present a solid wall of spears against the cataphract charges. So yeah, it's a tough dilemma either way, you know? Like, it's probably... Gosh, it's hard to say. I keep thinking, you know, fighting siege battles against the Parthians is preferable to fighting open field battles, but then I fight these siege battles and I'm thinking, gosh, I don't know. It just feels bad either way. But at least we're getting rid of these horse archers, got some Scythian mercenaries, and, you know, as I've said before, you know, even if it just comes down to me just getting rid of everything but the cataphracts, then fine. You know, that's acceptable, I reckon. Peasants are now coming down off of the walls in this direction, and my slingers are right here. I reckon we can just kind of wreck them with my slingers, I think. I mean, I can bring over my desert cav just in case I feel like they're necessary. And I've lost sight of the cataphracts. That's a terrifying realization to have made. Okay, they're there. They're right there. And we've just about gotten rid of all of their horse archer units. And I'm in the process of bringing around... You're not facing the right way. Can I get you to face the right way? And I'm in the process of bringing around my desert cav to get around to the other side so that maybe I can present a flanking opportunity coming from the other alley. And then are you guys going to get rid of the peasants? No, you need help? That's fine. Just pile in and kill those peasants. Just getting all the picks that I can. And what's happening over here? Are my slingers getting routed by stuff? What's happening, guys? Were those Persian cavalry mean to you? I mean, at least we got rid of another unit, I think. So, hey, that's fine. Let's get this unit over here and around, and what are we shooting at? I'm shooting at peasants. That's fine, honestly. And then is there anything left on these walls? I don't think so. So let's just kind of go here and then we can at least, you know, present another angle of attack perhaps in this direction. Might be a little late for that, but we'll see. And then yeah, you guys continue. Actually no, here's fine. You don't need to go all the way around. Just go up here. Let's put you back in a column formation, and you guys can come on, column. Oh, can't. Fine, just do that. There we go. Let's come back over here. Oh, right. Yeah, I really don't mind just picking off everything but the cataphracts. So, at this point... Yeah, we're not in range of anything. We're not in range of any of those Eastern infantry. It looks like we're going to have an opportunity to pick off a unit of Eastern infantry. They are going after my cav. So let's kind of push up with my spears, and if we have to... I'll pull back with my cav if I have to. I'd rather them engage there. Yep, that's what I want. Now let's just charge into their flanks, and then we can run them down. And this is what I want. This is the kind of fight that I want here. Although it feels like, why are my guys... You guys have your spears down? Yeah, make sure you have your spears down. And yeah, because they're getting just insane combat bonuses from their general, they're just going to be fighting really hard. Yeah, doing very, very well against my Nile spears, my god. These Eastern infantry are just they're so jacked, it's insane. Yeah, I don't stand a chance in this battle. Oh my god, look at these guys fight. Yeah, they're incredible. I just need to just pick off the other units. I'd be happy to. I'd be happy to pick off everything but the cataphracts. There's no way. Oh man, there's no way. Knowing that I am running out of time for this battle, I'm going to... Again, I want to stand by what I said before and say, alright, I'm not going to just risk it all here and just throw everyone into the mix. It's really tough because I feel like I could drag down some of them, but man, we just saw how hard that unit of Eastern Infantry fought. How many more? I can't tell. Is it one unit of Eastern Infantry or two? It might just be the one. It's kind of difficult for me to tell. But it's definitely the two units of generals, a 43-man unit and then a 25-man unit, just absolute monsters. So yeah, I got my flanking guys set up here, got my spears set up here, and then I have my guys that I'm bringing down off of the walls. It's gonna be a while before they reach me, but it would just feel kind of dumb to attack without them. Man, I'm not gonna have a lot of time though. I'm really not. So it's tough though, because I'm in a situation where I can't really just pick off that unit of Eastern Infantry. You know, like anything that I send in there, arrows, sling stones, anything, it's probably going to aggravate those heavy cav as well. And draw in those, heavy cav that will just smash my army. It's tough. It's really tough. If I can really... Gosh, if my guys could just hold long enough for this flanking attack to get in here, but I'm not confident in the pathfinding. You know, I have a feeling like even though we look at this and say, yeah, it's a done deal, right? They're gonna get right in, rear charge. They're gonna get right in there, and even if we lose, it'll be a good fight, right? But just from what I've seen in this game, I don't know about that. They could just kind of derp out and just be like, oh, what are we doing? Where, what, who? And just kind of like walk and not run, and that's all it takes. That's all it takes for these guys to die. So it's tough. I want to, believe that this is enough to hold long enough for me to get a flanking attack in that's in visual range. It's right there, but I don't know. Just based on what I've seen in this game, I'm not confident that my guys would move fast enough to accomplish that. Oh dear. Because there's only 5 minutes remaining in the battle timer, I'm gonna send my archers forward and we can try to send some shots onto the central plaza, see if we can provoke a reaction here, and if things go horribly wrong, then at least it's just 5 minutes. Like, what can go wrong in 5 minutes? Famous last words. But yeah, we'll see. My fresh unit of spears are not quite here yet. They're still making their way over. But yeah, we'll see. Let's bring my spears up. In fact, actually, that's not a bad idea. Let's hold fire for just a second, and getting my guys up to the edge of the plaza, just so that I thought I told you guys to not fire. Oops. Okay. Well, that okay. All right. I guess if you tell them to hold fire, then it doesn't matter if you've already told them to fire. They're like, nope, we were told to fire. All right, cool. So luckily they're not like racing in immediately, and it looks like that's going to be 2 units of Eastern Infantry. Okie dokie. Well, yeah, we'll see. Slingers, they're here. We can get them up and see if they can provide anything. Yeah, it's funny. They're sending the Eastern Infantry forward. I think they know how awesome they are. They're like, we have the best infantry in the world. We don't need our cataphracts. Not at all. Cataphracts can go face off against those guys and deny our flanking attack because our Eastern Infantry can beat God himself. They know that. So, alright, we'll see. How much time is remaining? 3 minutes? If that's the case, I mean, heck, let's just bring up slingers and they can get some shots in against those Eastern Infantry. So, yep, you go here, and then slingers can get out of the tree, and then you guys go up as well. And then, yeah, 3 minutes left. Archers, I imagine you still have some ammo left. You still have some ammo left, and you do not. So let's get you out of here. And spears, you're almost there, guys. You can actually run the last block. There you go. And it's interesting that the Eastern spears are okay, just taking the shots to the face. Are you guys? Yeah, I wonder why. I know they have like a decent shield value, but yeah, it's interesting. Looks like they might be reacting to my slingers who might have just put their toes on the city center. And then, there we go. So the cataphracts are starting to think about something. Okay, what do we do about this? So, Desert Cav go here, and then, yep, they break my spears immediately. There we go, here we go. Desert Archers go in, and then you guys all go in here. Desert Axes, actually? Yeah, go, whatever, just go there, that's fine. And... yep, there goes my... and they're already routed before they even come on in. Yeah. Yeah, couldn't even hold long enough to prevent... or, you know, to just, yeah, to, like, you know, it's just like instant break. Have we killed anything? Nope, my guys are breaking immediately. Yeah, that's it. And...
fight for such a creature?
weirdly, my Desert Axes are actually still fighting. Nope, they're gone. And they're gone. Did we kill anything? Looks like we killed 3 of the general's unit, and then we killed 2 of the other unit. So yeah, not much. And then these Eastern Infantry are still pretty healthy, so yeah. Yeah, it's funny because I was kind of joking about, like, what's the worst that can happen in 5 minutes? Yeah, there you go. That's like an army wipe right there. That's pretty bad. Well, I mean, I got another army that's 3 turns away, so... we'll see. There's the battle, so I did lose 1,000 men, and I killed almost 600. So I think at this point, even with the army that's going to be coming up to reinforce, I think that at this point, gosh, I got Pharaoh's Bowmen here too. Pharaoh's Bowmen are good. They have good missile attack of 13 is good. Like that could actually maybe help out against the cataphracts. I have some chariots as well. Mercenary hoplites. I have 1 unit of Pharaoh's Guards in this army. How's the general? 1 star, not great. Good attacker, that's better, but still. Yeah, at this point, it's tempting to think that
Mighty General,
I would rather wait the 8 turns. Because I can't figure it out. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to beat those cataphracts. Yeah. Can't figure it out. That's a puzzle. That's a unit that's just too powerful. On the open field, maybe I can figure something out. You know, where I can use... because chariots can do okay against cavalry. And I do have at least 1 unit of chariots in this army, and I could hire some mercenaries as well. And I would also have more guys coming up as well. So, like, by the time that they would attack, I would have, like, elephants. Elephants can, you know, kill cav, obviously. So, yeah, I might just have to do it that way, the dumb way. Just wait outside and wait for them to come fight me. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping to, you know, so I've been playing this campaign for over a year, which is insane. So yeah, I've been just like a year of like real life, my life, a year of my life, and you folks have been watching this for a year. So it'd be nice to settle this. Oh my god, I'm just losing it here. All right, well. At least things are going better against the Romans. Yeah, it's the Parthians that are impossible to beat. Gosh, imagine! Thank God the Parthians don't have the resources that the Romans have. Because I can't. Yeah, I don't know how to beat cataphracts. Yeah, maybe mass chariots on like the open field. I suppose maybe that's the way. Somehow there were even 2 more units of horse archers in there that I didn't even see. So there's a full strength unit of Persian cav, and then a damaged unit of horse archers inside of Camp Osaka, and I never even saw them. No, that's weird. I don't know. I had secured the entire outer walls of the settlement, and I was attacking the city center from like 3 different angles. So, yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I have no idea where they came from. moving on into the next turn here, and gosh, I was hoping that these boats could get this diplomat up to here, but yeah, there's some defenses in the neighborhood. I hope I can get through this. Let's just try to work through it, I suppose. So they're not going to bring in that other boat as reinforcements. Lucky for me. And then can we just drop this guy off? Can you not? Yes, you can. Perfect. All right, so there we go. All right, even if the boats lose, at least we got the diplomat on shore, and hopefully the boats don't lose. Hopefully they can get back to a friendly port so that they can retrain. Yeah, 89,000 in the treasury. It's too bad that it can't be spent dealing with the Armenians. That's a real shame. That's too bad. I mean, these guys are going to get there in 2 turns.
Engage the enemy.
And should I just lay siege this turn or no?
Orders?
They're already training more units. Gosh, I don't. Oh, God. Just wait until the next turn. Yeah, there's no point. Because if they sally out and just crush me, there's, it'll just be a waste. So, let's not do that.
Ready to sail.
And down here, they did not attack my fleet outside of the port, but they did blockade my port. Okay. Well, hopefully I can win this fight. So, yeah, that looks okay. Looks like we sunk one of those boats. That's good. And the other one is out of sight. All right, that's fine. So that boat didn't take any damage. You scoot on out. You scoot on in. And then let's retrain these boats, and then we can continue on our way out west. And we will move together so we don't get picked off. And then over here, alright, so now there's a little bit of a force here in Thapsus. That's not what I wanted to see, but it does, makes sense. And it looks like spies are starting to pass away. Looks like I need to get some more spies up here. Okay, that's a chunky garrison. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, some urbans, some Praetorians, some legionaries, some Praetorian cav. Yeah, that's a 4-star general as Asinius Lucilius. All right, well, are we ready to start marching? We have our 2 onagers. I think that's okay. I think so. Just bringing the 2 stacks. A little risky, but I'm not seeing, not seeing a lot of threats out here. So let's bring you. Since you have the artillery, we're going to be going as slow as your speed. And then the faction leader is going to be right next to you. And then let's start bringing in the rest of these armies to be retrained as well. So you head on in there. And let's start retraining these guys up. Oh shoot, I just realized that the Romans are blockading my ports around here. A few of them actually. Yeah, the port of Halicarnassus and the port of Cadonia. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, well, I don't have much in this area. I have a bireme in the port of Rhodes, and then I have these boats up here, up here. And then, yeah, this is just a bireme as well. Bireme with a spy. Okay. I guess he forgot to get dropped off. Yeah, these are, yeah, right. These are the spies. Right.
I serve your will.
Let's come on over here. So Campus Sarmaitai. Okay, not much, but just, yeah, well, let's just spread out over here and just keep our eyes on things.
Out of moves, sire. My eyes are yours.
Just see what you can see.
Eyes are yours.
And what is this? Tanais?
Depleted, great lord.
Okay, well, we need to get some boats in the water. Some more boats. So Do we know what you are? Just a bireme. Just a bireme. Okay, well let's recruit. I can only get biremes here in Halicarnassus. Alright, let's get some triremes here in Rhodes. Let's get a few of them going, and probably Pergamon as well, honestly. Ooh, I can't get the Quinqueremes here. Yes, let's get Quinqueremes. That's gonna be nice. And I've a lot of money, so I may as well spend it on that stuff. Yeah, here too, Nicomedia. Let's get some Quinqueremes. Let's start to thin out these fleets here, because the Roman fleets, they really are formidable. They really, really are. And despite the fact that I have taken a handful of settlements off of the Scipii, it's been only three settlements? My god. Oh my goodness, it's so much work just for 3 settlements, but hopefully it gets easier from here on out as the settlements are, you know, closer together. Here we are in the next turn, and we might be in a position to have a draw out here outside of Thapsus. You know, I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, fighting that decent army out in the field rather than in the settlement. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. So let's bring you... So this is my faction heir with the artillery. Let's bring you there. And then can you get in? You can, okay. So the captain's forces is going to be the one that's outside of the settlement, and they're going to be Praetorians, early legionaries, Praetorians, urbans, Praetorians, archers, and Praetorians. Yeah, so pretty heavy duty, but pretty one-dimensional. And then the faction, or not the faction. Who are you? Just a family member. 4-star general, so definitely solid. Do you have any? Do you have any morale bonuses? No, but 4 stars is still decent. And what's your forces? Oh gosh, gold weapons and armor. Fucking A. Okay, yeah, that's scary. But if we win, we can... We're probably not going to take Tarsus, right? We'd have to kill all of both armies. But I could still do a lot of damage, potentially, to these armies and make the taking of Tarsus a lot easier. There are other forces nearby, so... This is a pretty important battle. Let's head on in.
Today is a good day to die, but better still to live and tell our grandchildren of brave deeds and braver men. So, let your battle cries ring out clear and loud. Death! Death and glory!
Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to be fighting uphill here. But my reinforcements should be coming in right behind me, I think. And then I think they're going to be also one right behind the other. I think so.
New troops have arrived on the battlefield.
Where? So my guys are right there.
Crisis.
Okay, not quite where I thought they were going to be, but still, that's okay. And let's start to get my... Let's try to get more so on even ground here, and then bring my chariots up there. And bring my cav and my general there. Desert axes and slingers. And where are their reinforcements going to be coming from? They're not behind me, right? No? Okay. So, right behind them, I suppose? Yeah, it's interesting. I guess, okay, if I look at the mini-map, they're going to be coming from... Oh, that's right. Oh, right, they're right there. Oh, okay. Glad I looked at the mini-map. So, let's turn around then. Jeez, oh, Pete's. Let's do this, and then... Here. Here. Yeah, let's just smash the reinforcements. Here, and then here. Yeah, let's turn around and smash the reinforcements. And if my guys just distract their primary army, that's fine, I think. Let me remind myself. So they have the Roman Cav. I think they have Roman Cav, a General, and a Praetorian Cav, I think. Yeah, so they do have 3 Cav units that I have to be aware of. So let's bring my guys there and there. So I want to overwhelm with my chariots and my Cav Corps. And maybe even my Desert Axes as well. Those are legionary cohorts there, and are they turning back? Is that what they're doing? Are they running away? I mean, if they're gonna run away, they're so close to the red line, though. Oh, that's a shame. That's such a shame. Well, in that case, yeah, they're running away up here as well. Damn. That's really too bad. I was hoping to get something that was more decisive going up here. Oh, that's such a shame. That's such a shame. Oh, man.
Perfect. They are running from the battle in terror.
So we can lay siege to the settlement, but yeah, nothing changes really. Looks like there's a unit of our urbans that got left behind, so we can pick them off. Nice little consolation prize there. 46 urbans. And it looks like I'll see if I can get up here and chase down some of the guys up here. Because it looks like my reinforcements are getting in there, so I can try.
Battlefield.
The urbans have been broken, so we just have to run them down now. And I don't know. Yeah, it looks like they all get ran off the field as well. Yeah, too bad. It feels like a missed opportunity, but there really wasn't much we could do here. Well, they pretty much all just went back into Thapsus. Gosh, you know what? It's tempting to say screw that and then just go after Carthage. Because there's pretty much nothing here in Carthage. It's just 2 units. Yeah, that's tempting. Another decent... How are they going to make it to us? They could. So they could reinforce, actually. We'll have to see what happens there. Alright, so Nocti Epiphanes got the superior commander, +3 command. That's nice. Yeah, we'll see. They might want to do that. They might want to sally out and then bring these guys in to reinforce. And that could also be a good fight, but if they don't do that, then just bypassing Thapsus, going after Carthage, and then basically saying, hey, come at me. You know, if you want to leave Thapsus, come at me and take back Carthage, or, you know, do whatever you want. But if you want to hold up in Thapsus, that's not going to work out for you. We can now lay siege to Campus Sakai with this army. Let's actually get in a unit of Sarmatians. And then, do I have another general up here as well?
Mighty general.
Yes, but you don't have any room left in your army.
Sire, orders, my
Let's
liege.
pop out and then hire these 2 units. And then they can go in that army. That's fine. There we go.
Forward. Merging army.
And then you can lay siege. And, oh, my spy actually infiltrated it. Oh.
Under siege, sir.
Orders?
Okay.
March.
Gosh. Do I want to fight this battle again in this episode? Not really. 3 Eastern Infantry, 1 Slinger, basically 2 horse archer units. One of them is a Persian Cav, one of them is a basic horse archer. And then, yeah, those 2 scary cataphract units.
Mighty general.
Who's the army that is attacking? Is it you?
Sire, orders.
I want these guys to get in there because they have the elephants. They can't just, you know, give this army the elephants, I suppose. That is an option. Gosh, I don't know. I don't think I want to, even with the spy opening the gates for me. I feel like I would rather wait 8 turns than have to fight that siege one more time. Ugh, I just...
Ready to sail.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that crazy? I just, you know, I think I'm done. I think I'm done with that. I did decide to play one more turn, and the Scipii did not attack me. And that's interesting, because now I'm thinking at this point, move up here, push these guys back, then have my army that has the artillery. Actually, how far can they get? Oh, they can't get that far. I should keep these guys together. I really should. Okay, I was hoping I could get up there to the bridge. Because what I'm thinking is that if this army with the artillery lays siege to Carthage and the other army just sits on that bridge and then dares the garrison of Thapsus or anything else to come in my direction and fight a bridge battle, then so be it. And while that's happening, yeah, this army can... I mean, they wouldn't even have to build any siege equipment. They could just... Yeah, you don't need siege towers to defeat that. One Praetorian and one family member. But yeah, we can't do it. We have to move together. We can't be splitting off.
Move out!
That's a little too dicey, so...
Depleted, mighty lord. My liege. Move out!
We'll move up. We'll stay together. If the Thapsus garrison wants to chase, then so be it. That's fine. They are no longer in range of us, so it would just be like the Thapsus garrison, and then these guys, unless there's other stuff up here. Let's see, is there? Not that I'm seeing.
I serve your will.
Yeah, nothing down that pathway either. Yeah, if they want to move out of that garrison, out of Thapsus, yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, definitely. And we are building up. We're just building boats everywhere at this point. We have to keep building boats so that we can compete against these navies.
Aye, my lord.
So let's keep moving up.
Ships ready. Aye, my lord.
Maybe like that.
Yes, mighty lord.
And just keep building triremes here. And what do you have? A 2-star quinquereme? Nope, just keep building triremes. That's fine. I have the money for it. I may as well. And I think that for now, I'm going to be leaving it here. In some ways, this episode doesn't feel great, you know, because I didn't accomplish, well, anything, but I'm making my moves on Carthage, so that feels like that will be maybe decisive in the next episode. And then up here, this has to be decisive in the next episode. Even if it takes 7 turns, yeah. I mean, turns are moving faster these days, ever since I was given that advice on how to deal with brigands a bit more efficiently. Turns have been going by a bit faster, which is nice. So there is a chance that I can figure that one out.
Sire, mighty general.
In the next episode, maybe we'll try to get these guys out and chase after these brigands. Is Hatra, are you gonna be okay? Low taxes, yeah, you're fine. And yeah, we can just chase down those brigands. That is fine. Any more? Keep an eye out for brigands. Yeah, it's just been so nice. Like now, just auto-resolving those fights and figuring out how to do it with just low tier stuff is yeah, it's just saving so much more time, and it's making my turns go by so much more efficiently, which this is making the game more fun. It is, and it makes me think. You know, now I look at these things like a 7-turn siege, and I'm thinking, you know what? 7 turns, I can do that. I can wait 7 turns. That is fine. Let's force those gosh darn cataphracts to come fight me on open ground, which is something that I didn't think I'd ever say. But now I'm like, you know what? Let me use my chariots, you know? But in any case, before I go, I just wanted to say that if you're enjoying these videos and you would like to support the channel, then consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. It all helps immensely. So until next time, this has been Conestep playing Rome Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.